This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Going balls out in the lumberyard.
Watching the Grunion Pro Magi. If you're listening to this, don't even waste your time.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode number 101. My name is Adam. Today we're joined by Kevin. How are you, Kevin?
I'm doing alright.
And we're also joined by Ryan. How are you, sir?
Tired.
Tired.
As my York County say, tired. I'm tired.
What movie did we have you watch this week?
13 going on 30.
13 going on 30. A little bit of a backstory with this one. So, Kevin and I were talking about what to give Ryan for this week's show, and the only movie that was coming out was That Awkward Moment with Zac Efron. And Kevin's like, why don't you give him that one with Zac Efron when he like, what was it, like when he's a man but then he like turns into a kid or whatever.
Yeah.
And we both thought that it was 13 going on 30. But in actuality, the real movie is called 17 again. But we didn't figure that out until much after we gave him this movie. So we're just going to roll with it.
It has no birth. It's the same.
Well,
same idea.
Well, the funny thing is, if we thought about it or even bothered looking it up, we would have figured it out right away.
Yeah, but I think we probably would have stuck with it.
Yeah, probably.
It's more fun this way.
So this came out in 2004, directed by Gary Winnick, stars Jennifer Garner and Mark Ruffalo. The synopsis states, a 13-year-old girl plays a game on her 13th birthday and wakes up the next day as a 30-year-old woman.
It's extremely vague.
What kind of game does she play?
The hell's going on?
I do have a trailer here. Let's give this a listen. This is 13 going on 30.
Jenna Rink couldn't grow up fast enough.
Smile, sweetie.
Don't you knock?
Are you wearing a bra?
You're not ready
Dad,
for
stop
a bra.
taping.
So on her 13th birthday,
Dad,
check this out. Wishing dust.
she only made one wish.
I hate being 13.
I just want to be grown up.
And she woke up 17 years later.
Hey, sweet Bob.
You're naked.
Well, not yet.
Something really freaky is happening here. I stepped
All
in an
right.
apartment I've never seen before. There was a naked
That's
man
enough
in
of
my
that.
Let's stop that.
It seems like it would be so depressing to lose 17 years of your life.
This whole movie depresses me.
But
I want to go back in time and do everything differently.
So, like, she lost 17 years, and you lost an hour and a half of your life because of this.
Yeah.
it also doesn't sound like she plays a game at all. It sounds like she just
She
gets,
wishes it.
Yeah, she gets some sort of wishing dust.
There's really no game involved.
It's just her wishing.
Yeah.
It's
And then
completely
shit happens and she's old.
Now, when she's 13, is it still played by Jennifer Gardner?
I wish it was.
Oh my god. What they should have done was like what Linkletter did with Boyhood and film the beginning part when she was 13 and then wait 17 years and then finish the movie.
It's way too much of a commitment.
That would be awesome.
It would be awesome. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this movie, Ryan?
Well, Jennifer Garner's in, like, she's an unpopular outcast, and she's a next door neighbor, and it's played by, I'm gonna call him younger Mark Ruffalo, and because I can't think of his name, and she decides to have a birthday party, and when she has it, all these quote-unquote friends come over, and they also happen to be the most popular people in school, apparently. and they come over and put her in a closet and tell her that she's gonna play 7 minutes in heaven, but instead of playing it, she just sits on the floor for like half hour while they gather things and leave and drink very soda. And she wakes up and she's 30 and she's in an airport and she has a boyfriend that she doesn't know. And apparently now her best friend and co-worker is the girl that originally came to her birthday party and was huge bitch, but now apparently they're best friends. So they're both editors of this magazine, and the magazine's gone to the toilet, and they have to reinvent it. And the other girl kind of like double crossed her, and she meets Mark Ruffalo and starts thinking about how everything would be different if she fell in love with him when she was younger and stayed with him. And she it gets to the end of the movie and she wishes that she could go back in time, and she goes back and it's just the little version of her kissing with the little version of Mark Ruffalo, and then the next scene they get married, and that's the end of the movie.
Are they still kids when they get married, or just...
No, they're old.
That'd be awesome.
Like, it took an hour and 15 minutes for the whole story to develop, and in the last 5 minutes, she goes from being older to being young to going back to getting married to him.
Wow. What I want to know is, what makes her so special that she gets not only 1, but 2 wishes?
Because she's Jennifer Garner.
Cleared that up.
Duh.
I think if she wished... I mean, what are the odds that you would get 2 wishes granted? You know, whoever's granting these wishes...
What are the odds that you get one fucking... I'm still waiting for one. One wish.
You already made your wish.
Yeah, you made your wish.
You got a computer.
You got your Dell computer.
Right? Oh.
You got your Dell Dimension.
I want to go back in time and redo that.
Well, you need some wishing dust, apparently, and then you could just go back and do it again.
Yeah, because then I think it all depends on, like, the second time around. Does she have wishing dust? Does she have some, like, leftover wishing dust?
Yes.
Okay.
See, the wishing dust is on this model house that little Mark Ruffalo built for her. And there's some left on the house.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Gives her.
So there's a little bit left over. Well, I wonder if she used it very sparingly at the beginning, how many she would have.
That was going to be my follow-up. I wonder how much, like, dust you actually need to get a wish granted.
Because if I found out that I didn't need to use all of the powder to grant the wish, then I'd be pretty pissed. To be like, well, I wasted so much of it just to go from 13 to 30.
I want to know where you get this wishing dust from.
I don't know.
Because to me, it looked like glitter.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can get it from young Mark Ruffalo.
Little Mark Ruffalo.
Where the fuck is he?
You gotta find him. He's in a closet somewhere.
Model house.
Model house. I was looking at the trailer for this, and it looks like it comes in a packet of Pop Rocks. That's what it looks like.
Wait,
that's one in the movie. They eat Pop Rocks.
so is it just crushed up Pop Rocks? Where does little Mark Ruffalo get it?
I am not sure at all. That's an interesting question.
Plot hole. Plot hole.
Or maybe little Mark Ruffalo is the one that grants the wishes. You don't even need the powder.
And this movie is supposed to be geared towards kids, correct?
Nah, probably not.
Well, according to the tagline, it says a comedy for the kid in all of us.
Well,
it's for everyone.
They accused Jennifer Garner of being in a K-hole. Like, they
serious?
said the word K-hole.
Yes.
Another problem I had is when she grows up or whatever, wakes up in the South, she's like a magazine, pretty prominent editor, and she goes to work in a nutty, and apparently that's normal.
So they don't address it. They're not like, what are you doing?
No.
They just think it's fun and quirky.
Yeah.
They just think she's a goof. She's just being a goof. So, I guess they don't show, like, how her life ended up the second time she made it to 30. They just...
She married him.
That's all they show. It's just, like, the wedding.
Oh, my God.
Because I'm just wondering, like, how... Because you would assume that her life would turn out completely different. You know what I mean? Like, what are the odds that she would have the same job as the first time she was 30?
Yeah. It's bullshit.
I would imagine everything was different. What if she became...
I want to know how I go. I also want to know how she went from being unpopular to being the most popular girl in school. Because they also say that Big Mark Ruffalo says you became the most popular girl in school.
Wishing dust? Duh.
Maybe that was like a bonus. Bonus.
She has so much wishing dust. God damn you, Jennifer Garner. Sure, what the rest of-
Was there like a lesson to be learned here? Like, what did she learn when she was 30? That she wanted to be a kid again, and that was it?
She went back and became a kid again, and just got rid of all of her ideals of having a career, and just stuck with little Mark Ruffalo until she got married and she got to be a housewife.
Apparently she was a bitch when she was older, and she went back. Even though they didn't really show it, she became nice when she was older, and I guess she got little and married little Mark Ruffalo and became not a bitch. I don't know.
Oh, God.
It just sounds like the cheapest ripoff of the movie Big ever.
K-hole.
The only difference between this and Big is that it's not like
One's
the next.
better.
It's not like the next day. That was kind of the interesting thing about Big, was that he woke up the next day and everybody else was the same, but he was old. I like that idea better than like time going by 17 years.
Yeah, because what was happening in those 17 years?
Yeah, does she have any? Apparently, she doesn't have any memory of it, right?
No, she's sucking a kale.
It'd be funny if that was actually the plot. Like she took Special K and just hallucinated.
She's in a K-hole for 17 years.
That's what the magic wishing dust was.
Yeah, it was kidding me. Ground up.
She had a crazy drug trip when she was in that closet.
And I like that she's in it for 17 years, and the only thing that people say is, "Were you stuck in a K-hole?" Like, no one took her to a hospital.
Yeah, I don't even. Yes, I agree with you.
I want to hear that again.
I mean, I really tried not to hear what was happening, but I heard Kale and I had to rewind it a little bit, and we listen and actually do see that.
Okay, so let's go over this real quick. It's Jennifer Garner is 13. Little Mark Ruffalo gives her special K. She does that for her birthday. She's stuck in a K-hole for 17 years. And then she has some leftover, so she goes back in time. And then they get married as 13-year-olds. Is that correct?
Spot
Well,
on.
no. What it could be is that she hallucinates the whole thing.
Oh, that's true.
She's hallucinating that she's actually 30, and when she comes out of it and realizes that it was all hallucination, then she changes her life.
So she was just stuck in the closet for all that time.
Well, no. Well, you know, when you're hallucinating,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
passage
that's what
of
I mean.
time is.
So she's in the closet hallucinating.
Yeah. So
For God knows how long.
Who knows?
Could have been like a week.
could have been a
Probably
week. It could have been like an hour, and she just imagined, you know, that it was.
I like a week. I'm gonna go with a week.
Well,
The only thing I enjoyed about this movie was
You actually
I
enjoyed something?
think Judy Greer. I want to say that's her name.
mm-hmm.
That is correct.
Alright. I like her a lot. But
Yeah, she's funny.
Just,
that's
just,
it.
just leave it at that.
Oh.
All right.
Yes.
I'm also slightly surprised reading here that this got a lot of favorable reviews
Oh yeah.
when it came out. Yeah.
It wasn't that badly made, but there were a few holes in the story.
You don't say. It looks like the biggest piece of shit in the world.
And it's also geared towards, well, I thought it
Looks
was
like a Disney Channel movie.
Yeah.
I do see that it did get a 64% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I mean, it got a wide range of positive reviews. LA Weekly, New York Times, Entertainment Weekly,
Roper.
Variety.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's worth
I'll
checking
tell
out.
you what. I'll tell you where it will be at this thing. 7% right there.
Well, let's talk about Gary Winnick. He died.
When?
Yeah, he died.
Yesterday?
He died in 2011, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
49
he was
years
only
old.
49.
Wow.
But he also did. He did Charlotte's Web, the live-action one that came out in 2006. That came out right after 13 Going on 30. He did Letters to Juliet was his last movie, and he did that in 2010. So he also did Bride Wars.
Ooh.
That man. Wait.
He also did Sam the Man with Fisher Stevens.
Sam the Man with Fisher Stevens.
That's right. You all remember that one, right?
Oh, sure.
Nope. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dude, Fisher Stevens. Come on.
I know Fisher
What the
Stevens.
fuck?
You would know Fisher Stevens, Ryan, from Hackers, The Plague.
Oh,
He's
man.
Mr. The Plague.
Yes.
Fisher Stevens. But he's also a director, too.
Who, Fisher Stevens?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he do like stand-up
Yeah,
guys or
just
something?
stand-up guys. Yeah.
Terrible.
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 Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Ugh.
All right. Any other thoughts before we give your drum roll on 13 Going on 30?
The only good thing is this movie's on TV around here at least all the time. So if you want to watch it, I mean,
If you're in the central PA area.
What do you mean? At least here. Were they playing on local? Are they playing on WGAL?
no, I know that fact.
Well, that's nationwide. That's not just in your area.
I don't know if they have an FX West.
FX is everywhere. I mean, everywhere in the United
all over.
States.
It's all over.
Either way. All right, Ryan, what are you giving 13 Going on 30?
3.
That's a 3 out of 10 on 13 Going on 30.
There's 3s in there.
Yeah, it
A
is.
lot of threes.
All threes. Now, I noticed that it is rated PG-13. Well, there's some adult themes going on in this.
Kale.
Chaos, dude.
Is that the
What's
only
wrong?
thing? That's
nothing but kids.
There's at one point they accuse her of being hungover. Is her old boyfriend calls her sweet bottom because apparently she has a sweet ass. I can't really say it. But whatever.
Does she have sex in it? Because I think
No.
that would be kind of a funny scene.
I wish
Or it
she
might
had
be
sex
really
with a
terrible.
little- What if old Jennifer Garner had sex with little Mark Ruffalo? Or vice versa. Old Mark Ruffalo and little Jennifer Garner.
I'm not
That gets really creepy.
I'm not sure that would happen within the context of this film. I don't know how that would happen.
It happened in Cello. Just
Well,
mix these two movies.
I think it would be really awkward if, like, her boyfriend or whatever, when she's 30, attempts to have sex with her, and she's like, you know, the mind of a 13-year-old. She'd probably freak out.
Yeah.
She'd probably just lose it. It'd probably be terrifying and really horrible to watch.
Oh yeah, I would not want to see
She would go into another K-hole.
She'd go into another K-hole and age another 17 years.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Well, what are you thinking of That Awkward Moment?
I kind of want to say
Yeah,
it.
that seems like it's one that you would definitely be into.
Right up Ryan's
That is definitely a Ryan movie if I've ever seen one.
I'm not really
Cables?
into Zac Efron though.
You are, or you are?
I'm not. I don't really like him at all. He annoys the shit out of me.
Well, I was trying to think of something I would have seen Zac Efron in that maybe I liked him in, but I can't think of anything. He does look funny in that Neighbors.
Yeah. Yes, he does look good in that.
That'll probably be the ultimate Zac Efron test. That'll be the Efron test for me, because pretty sure I didn't see anything else. I've only seen a few of his movies, maybe even one
Well, I know
or two.
he was in that the Bahraini film At Any Price that came out last year.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either. I wonder if he was any good in that.
Dean Whipple?
Dean Whipple.
Well, I saw The Paperboy, and I didn't think he was very good at all. I saw the Hairspray remake.
He did get pissed on though.
He did get his face pissed on.
That's kind of cool.
Which was kind of funny.
Oh shit! I got punched afterwards, but I'll take pee in the face.
What if Nicole Kidman pissed on his face and then punched him after she pissed on his face?
Yes.
You know, I don't know. To me, That Awkward Moment doesn't look very good, but I like Michael B. Jordan and I like Miles Teller, so...
I like this too awesome.
Who knows? What else did this guy do? Tom Gormican? That's it. That's all he did.
He was a producer for movie 43.
Yeah, we're not going to count that.
Movie 43. It was fucking awful.
No, you liked it.
No, I hated every second of that.
I know we're getting off topic, but I did see that you saw Inappropriate Comedy, Ryan.
Oh, it's that shit.
That was also terrible.
I can't believe you watched that.
I was probably thinking that it was something else. I didn't even pay attention.
You saw Inappropriate Comedy, and you thought, "Yep, I am in it."
I am all about the inappropriate comedy. Let's see how we get.
I love looking at your letterbox because it's nothing. There'll be like one oddball, and that's the one that we make you watch, and then it's like nothing but teen sex comedies.
The Captain Phillips was a teen sex comedy.
No, Captain Phillips was not a teen sex comedy. Although I like thinking about it as one.
I was gonna say I like that idea.
All right. Anything else to add, Ryan? About 13 going on 30?
Put yourself in a gale and watch this movie.
No, that's actually very interesting.
It's only viewable upon being a gale.
I think we should do that with Ryan. Can you even get Special K anymore?
I don't even know.
I have no idea. I'm too old to know that shit.
Yeah,
There's probably someone that lives like really close to you that sells it out of their apartment.
probably somebody in Waterford.
I'm pretty sure that you're the Special K capital.
I'm just gonna knock on doors until I find.
It's probably the guy that lives right above you.
Probably won't take long.
Like a 60-year-old lady lives right above me.
Perfect cover.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that'll wrap it up. For all the latest film news and reviews, visit us at filmpulse.net. Follow us on Twitter at filmpulse.net, and be sure to rate us on iTunes. We appreciate that very much. For filmpulse.net, my name is Adam.
I'm Kevin.
Ryan.
We'll see you on Monday.
See you later.
Oh, mama dear, we're not the fortunate ones, and girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun.
Oh, God. All right.